Episode 179 of the Taylor Timothy Show. Today, guys, we're going to be talking about how to start a business from scratch. Basically, I'm going to walk you through those steps, and you guys can run from there with your own business. So let's not waste any more time and dive in. Okay, so let's dive into the process of how to start your business from scratch. Now, this is just from past experiences that I'm sharing with you guys. And if I had to go back and start over, this is what I would do from start to finish. Some of these things may cost a little bit more money than others, but in my opinion, if you're really all in on your business, this is just going to help you just start off on the right foot. So, tip number one, I would recommend hiring some tax guy or CPA, right? So the reason why I believe this is because taxes can be exhausting and you can waste so much time, money, and effort trying to do your own taxes inside of your own business. Now, the first couple of years that I was running my business, yes, I was doing it on my own, but come to find out, I actually lost a lot of money while doing my own taxes and going through that entire process. When I hired my CPA for the first time, after it was like 3 or 4 years into my business, and the first year he's like, you haven't been doing this, you haven't been doing this, and he saved me almost $10,000. So the money I paid him was well worth it. I wasted so much time and so much money by doing my own taxes. So I highly recommend getting a CPA. Tip number two is get an LLC. Now, this is also going to be involving your CPA. You need an LLC. The LLC is like, I don't know why there's all these other options, but from my experience, I'm not a tax guy, but from my experience, it helps you save money on taxes as well if you have an LLC set up. And it also it protects you as an individual. So if there's any problems or issues with your products or services, the thing is, they have to go after your LLC. They can't go after you. So from my experience, LLCs are just going to protect you. And yes, you can go online. Yes, you can figure out how to do it and apply for it. But at the end of the day, in my opinion, I just like things set up right the first time, and so I don't have to go backwards. And so that's tip number two, though, is you need an LLC. Tip number three, I'm going to share with you, find a domain online that reflects your business. And you're going to say, well, Taylor, which ones should I use to purchase my domain? So let's dive in on the screen. So the first one that I recommend is that you use Google Domains. And the reason why I recommend domains.google is because it's Google. From what I found, they're just as the pricing on the domains over on Google are just as much anywhere else. And I just find that the flow is way better. It's easier to create emails out of there. Now, if you use GoDaddy or something like that, what you have to do is you have to start to connect Gmail and GoDaddy. And in my opinion, with Google, everything's already there. It's already connected. It's already ready to rock and roll. It just takes less hassle. So find a domain. Basically, you can come here on domains.google.com and you can dive in there and start searching for domains that reflect your business. Next thing you need to do is you need to find some sort of payment processing company. There's so many out there, but some that I personally am going to recommend to you. I believe that they're some of the best and easiest, reliable, and on top of that, people trust them. So let's dive in over on the screen. So the first one that I'm going to show you guys is QuickBooks. Intuit QuickBooks. There's a simple startup plan. It's $15 a month. And basically what's cool about QuickBooks is it can track everything for your business, right? So you can connect like your credit cards, you can connect your bank accounts, and basically you can simply swipe left, swipe right for, hey, this was business, this wasn't business. And you can also use it for invoicing, and you can send out invoices and receive payments that way. Now, the second one I'm going to show you is, we all know this one, PayPal. Now, from my experience, PayPal, a lot of people like using PayPal. They're okay paying PayPal invoices because of the protection that PayPal actually offers. And so, in my opinion, PayPal's a great invoice tool that you can use to send out invoices as well. Yes, you might be able to find cheaper fees and things like that, but again, it goes back to trust in the client and making sure they're okay paying certain ways. So that is the other payment processor that I would recommend. The next thing we're going to be talking about is an online website platform. There are 1.5 million different online platforms out there. If you've listened to this podcast for a while, I mean, there's Wix, there's Shopify, there's ClickFunnels, DropFunnels, Go High Level. There's all of these different platforms out there. At the end of the day, what you need to figure out, though, is what you are offering. Is it a product or a service? And that's going to allow you to decide which platform to use and build your empire. So we're going to dive in over on the screen. I'm going to show you two that I recommend. First one I'm going to recommend is Shopify. Now, this is for people that are using a product. So basically you're selling clothes, you're selling hats, water bottles. I don't know what it might be. That list can go on and on and on. But basically, if you're having to do some sort of fulfillment and shipping out items, in my opinion, Shopify is the most robust. It is the best e-commerce platform. Yes, again, you're going to spend a little more money for your Shopify site, but it's going to help you scale. Shopify is a scalable platform. So for all of you e-commerce people watching that are wanting to start your business, that's the first thing I recommend, is using Shopify. Next one I recommend is using WordPress. I'm a huge fan of WordPress. If you're looking to build your empire, WordPress is amazing. Now you might say, Taylor, what about all those other ones that you dropped, like DropFunnels, Go High Level, ClickFunnels? In my opinion, if you've listened to this podcast, listen to these YouTube videos, basically I believe that those are made as tools inside of your business that you can use. So basically, I recommend every business have an actual website. Then following that, you can dive in. You can use ClickFunnels. You can use DropFunnels. You can use Go High Level. You can use whatever the freak you want. But at the end of the day, you need to have that platform ready to rock and roll on WordPress if you're offering some sort of a service. So that's what I highly recommend. Next thing we need to talk about is some sort of CRM, client retention management, whatever the CRM even stands for. Basically, you need to have some sort of platform that you can track all of those leads that are coming in. Now, if you're using Shopify, you already have this, but if you're using some sort of service, you're going to need some sort of CRM. So basically, so you can email out to them, you can text out to them, you can communicate through those platforms and help retain those people and make sales through them. One recent CRM I have messed with that I think is great for small businesses is Go High Level. Basically, you can text out of it, you can call out of it, you can send emails out of it, and you could set up an email automation. If you want me to get real nitty gritty, I probably wouldn't do it over there because I don't like how it works. But there's other email marketing software and tools that you can use as well. But at the end of the day, you need some sort of client retention system that you can figure out how to send out texts, emails, and make phone calls from. So there's a ton out there, but like I said, for small business, I just recommend Go High Level. Last but not least, you got to go get clients. What I recommend if you're starting up, you're starting to post on Facebook, you're starting to post on Instagram, You're reaching out to your friends and family and letting them know about your new products and services, and you got to get sales in the pipeline. You got to build that pipeline up. And so you can go that route, right? Cold outreach essentially is what I'm going at, from you reaching your own network. Then following that, you can dive into online marketing. You can start running Facebook ads, Instagram ads, Google ads, and that's when you can talk to me. We can chat. But a lot of times with startups, it's challenging with online marketing to get going. A lot of companies that are already going and running and functioning and don't have an online presence, a lot of times when you implement some sort of online marketing strategy that's good and that works, a lot of times you can start to see returns pretty quickly. You could help potentially scale your business from 20 to 50% in a year if you do not have any online marketing presence and you're not even tackling that side of things. Now, a great example of this is there's a lot of like door-to-door companies out there. People that go door-to-door, they make door-to-door sales. It works. You don't necessarily always need online marketing, but a lot of times online marketing will help you go to the next level if you're trying to get there. So let me know if you guys have any questions. If I missed anything on how to start a business from scratch, post them in the comments below. That's just kind of what I've learned becoming a business owner and going through all those things, all those taxes and all that entire process, right? So if you guys like this video, smash that like button. Other than that, hit that subscribe button as well. And other than that, you guys should have a marvelous, marvelous, marvelous day. Peace.